We married mainstream, thought that it was all a fling. Then the white boy came and it was all a sing. Suddenly rap was backpacking in the cul-de-sacs with skull caps and selling facts. A gangster rap tap middle America, but little Erica. The parents gassed, Lindsay dropped it low, but really it was all apparent trap. Music hit the scene, ATL lit the fluid, a new black movement. From young jocks to Jeezy, young jocks love Weezy. After schools and bump the club hits, funny how the outcast love it. The message of
whoever sees this and subscribes right now get freestyle, rap not included. What's going on YouTube? It's Knox Hill and we're back with our reaction series. So today, man, I've had you guys hitting up my inbox. I am well aware that a new BZRP Sessions has dropped with none other than Residente from Calle 13. And apparently, this man has some things to say and takes some shots at J Balvin. So you know what? We're going to see what this is about. So without further ado, listen, I want to jump into this one because it's an 8-minute song. I'm excited for this. So Residente, step up to the plate. Let's see what you got. Capítulo 1.
Estoy un poco intranquilo mientras el género urbano vigilo, asomando la mirada como un cocodrilo en el río Nilo, ajustando
Como un cocodrilo in a río Nilo, like a crocodile in a Nile River. I'm taking a look at this urban genre. I'm peeking out. And let me tell you, man, with BZRP and what I've done before, obviously, he's got sort of leans on the EDM style, at least what I've heard thus far. And with Residente from Calle 13, I'm used to some of those more dirtier, grittier beats. So I'm like, how's he going to handle this? Well, he hands him one of those sort of classic, rugged piano instrumentals. And what is that Capítulo 1? Chapter 1? Are we telling stories here? We got novelas going on? Come on, let's get it, Residente.
urbano vigilo, asomando la mirada como un cocodrilo en el río Nilo, ajustando un par de cuentas pendientes antes de que llegue Milo. Sentado en una silla bajo una sombrilla en camino.
You listen to that crazy condensed internal rhyme scheme, the EO, like every other word he was rhyming, man. I love that compact scheme right there.
Asomando la mirada como un cocodrilo en el río Nilo, ajustando un par de cuentas pendientes antes de que llegue.
Settling his accounts.
Sentado en una silla bajo una sombrilla en camisilla, con el perro mordiéndome la zapatilla, eructando tortilla y las tostadas con mantequilla, apuntando al horizonte con un rifle sin mirilla.
I mean, let me tell you, man, Residente can paint pictures, and I love the way that he puts this, man. Man sitting there eating fucking tostadas, buttered tostadas, man, while he's got a dog chewing on his shoe, sat back in the chair, gazing out on the horizon. It's very poetic, isn't it? But at the same time, you've got just that ruggedness. Well, he's got a rifle in his hands without a scope on that motherfucker right now. Who's he got in the scope, though? Who's he got in the scope?
Apuntando al horizonte con un rifle sin mirilla, mientras hablo solo como Don Quijote, con espuma de cerveza en el bigote.
Hable solo como Don Quixote, like the epic Don Quixote. I had to write a paper on Don Quixote once, man. Great story, but I love that because Don Quixote, you know, he talks for himself. And he answers for himself. He speaks to himself. So he's talking solo. This is him. And this is him looking out on the horizon. And the picture that he's painting is him looking at the ashes and looking at the status of hip-hop in Latin America. The cultura of reggaeton. And what's going on around all of this right now. I love it. He's getting ready to go in, you can tell.
Mientras hablo solo como Don Quijote, con espuma de cerveza en el bigote, esperando a que estos hot dogs salgan del.
Oh, he's got beer foam on his mustache.
Con espuma de cerveza en el bigote, esperando a que estos hot dogs salgan del camarote como un brote, antes de que se les hunde el bote. Pero como siempre la mierda sale a flote, estoy preparado para darle a estos soplos.
The ship is sinking. But shit always floats, like shit always floats to the top. Oh, we're starting to get into the nitty gritty now.
Pero como siempre la mierda sale a flote, estoy preparado para darle a estos soplapotes hasta que el cartucho se me agote. Hoy le tumbo el marketing de un tirón, como tumbamos las estatuas de Cristóbal Colón. Yo rompo esta chatarra.
Breaking down the statues of Christopher Colon, Christopher Columbus. Whoa, see. There's always that sort of political, societal tinge with the lyrics of Residente, of Calle 13. You know, he talks on issues, man. He's not afraid to speak on things. And what he's representing here is like, these are the things that I stand for. You know, this is the type of music and heart and soul that I make. Well, I'm looking out at some of these others out here, and there's questions being drawn in terms of what they create. They're not parallels here.
Esto sopla potes hasta que el cartucho se me agote. Hoy le tumbo el marketing de un tirón, como tumbamos las estatuas de Cristóbal Colón. Yo rompo esta chatarra como rockero en los 80, rompiendo su guitarra con el resto. El marketing de un tirón, como tumbamos las estatuas de Cristóbal Colón. Yo rompo.
Sorry guys, I thought my recording software died, but we're good. Let's keep it rolling.
Esta chatarra como rockero en los 80, rompiendo su guitarra con el res y tú te embarras. Hasta mis versos se volvieron alcohólicos porque hay demasiadas barras. Yo vengo del.
This shit is going alcoholic because of too many bars that he's dropping with these lines. I mean, you talk about punchlines, man. We're going to be staggering after this. The man is coming with bar after bar. And for me, it's the stature. It's the type of delivery. It's the OG swagger that Residente possesses, man. When he delivers these bars, it's like I'm going to punch you in the mouth with what I'm doing with these punchlines.
Se volvieron alcohólicos porque hay demasiadas barras. Yo vengo del calentón, desde Trujillo suenan los tambores en la calle ropo pom pom, no hay discusión. Hasta mi hermano Tom sabe que en el rap hay un solo King Kong mandando.
Listen, there's no discussion in these streets, man. We know what it is. This is rap. This is a competitive sport. There's only one King Kong. There's only one motherfucker at the top holding the crown. Man, I love how he pounds his chest right there like King Kong. Ask his hermano, man.
Hasta mi hermano Tom sabe que en el rap hay un solo King Kong mandando fuego. Esto es White Lion, no hay juego. Como en los tiempos de Voltio con Tego. Tú y yo no somos.
Shouting out Voltio y Tego Calderón. Oh, I love him paying homage right there. And then, oh, he was on the same label, wasn't he? White Lion, that's right, as Tego and all of them. So he's sending out the fuego. He's sending out the fire right now. And then he shouts out Voltio y Tego.
Lion, no hay juego. Como en los tiempos de Voltio con Tego. Tú y yo no somos iguales. Yo no creo en las estrellas de las plataformas digitales, ni en tus billboards de cremita de pastel, ni en tus historias de Instagram Dolce Gabbana y Cartier. Solo creo en mi nivel y en el carbón de mi lápiz corriendo.
I like this. This is some MC shit right here. You know, some people rap, other people MC. Residente is MCing right now. I only believe in my levels. I don't believe in this billboard cake shit, right? I don't believe in this digital platform, all this Instagram marketing, flashing what you have, all the materialism and stuff. There's more to my pen game. I believe in the carbon inside of my pencil, the carbon inside this lead, and the lead that he's firing. That's a nice double right there. And the way that he paints that, I mean, poetic while coming with the rap bars at the same time. You feel this, man.
Solo creo en mi nivel y en el carbón de mi lápiz.
And I think the line that was very important is he's setting this up, isn't it? He's talking. He's talking to someone specifically. He's talking to someone here. You and me, no somos iguales. We're not the same. We are not the same.
Corriendo por encima del papel. Esto lo hago para divertirme, para divertirme, para divertirme. Esto lo hago para divertirme, para divertirme.
I like that. Ooh, a little whistle on it. Just let the man have his fun para divertirme. Let me have my fun right now.
Ya mismo me voy. Me voy a llevar un par antes de irme.
Might as well take some of you. He's going to take some people with me. Listen, Residente is getting on his career, man. We don't know when he's going to retire. This could very easily be one of those tracks where it's like, you know what? I mean, he's never really given a fuck, but I just feel like we're even on like a new level of no fucks given from Residente in this one. This is really like, I'm just going to talk my shit and just let the nuclear fallout happen from there. Mis almas son mis letras. He's gonna fire the lyrical bullets on this one.
Hoy me cojo a la industria de la fama, hasta romperle los resortes a la cama. Cuando mi palabreo se derrama, me los cojo sin pijama, vertical y horizontal, como en un crucigrama. En las tiras.
Talk your shit. Oh my. He's saying he's fucking this industry up, right? And he doesn't care with his words what he's gonna fire, man. They'll fuck him in their PJs, right? Vertical y horizontal, como un crucigrama. Vertical and horizontal, like a crossword puzzle. I mean, I love the way he sets up that punchline, man. He just reels you in, and then bam, just hits you with it.
Cojo sin pijama, vertical y horizontal, como en un crucigrama. En las tiraderas, soy el terror de los terrores de esta era.
Soy el terror de los terrores en esta era. In this era, I am the terror of terrors. Oh, he is menacing on this, man. This is just, the attitude on this.
En las tiraderas, soy el terror de los terrores de esta era. Para estos perdedores, las primaveras ya no son multicolores. Porque donde tiro un punchline dejan de crecer las flores.
Wow. I take that as like, what is our sort of saying? Like, you spring chickens, like, you're spring, you're young, you're youthful. But you don't see the color, because where I drop my punchlines, not even the flowers grow. I'm dealing out death, basically, when I walk and when I deliver these bars.
Son multicolores, porque donde tiro un punchline dejan de crecer las flores. Son artistas de quinta que escriben menos que un bolígrafo sin tinta. Cuando me ven se descomponen.
Oh, they write less than a pen without ink.
Que escriben menos que un bolígrafo sin tinta. Cuando me ven se descomponen. Color blanco pálido, como los dientes de embuste que se ponen cuando la gorra con la R se avecina.
Oh, when they see me, they turn white and pale, like the teeth from which they lie. Lying through the horse's mouth, lying through the horse's teeth. There's a nice play on some popular sayings here and just kind of flips, man. Oh, man, Jay better look out. You can see this is just, man is playing chess right now, and he's like moving his pawns out. Then he's taking a couple swings with his punchlines. He might put a queen here, but he's getting ready. You can just tell the way he's like setting the stage, setting the narrative, and then he's swinging shots, right? You could tell the way that he's talking about the industry, talking about some of these fake artists who don't even write for themselves, right? They don't write enough. He's implying there that he's got ghostwriters, right? Because they write less than a pen without ink, because they don't actually write for themselves. See what he's saying? And those that just flex on the gram, that live this mainstream materialist lifestyle, celebrate their billboards, which is just cake at the end of the day. We're not the same. We're not similar. There's heart, there's soul, there's something that I stand for with my music, and I write it all and pen it all myself, and you better fucking fear when I get in this booth and I decide to talk my talk.
Cuando me ven se descomponen, color blanco pálido, como los dientes de embuste que se ponen. Cuando la gorra con la R se avecina en la tarima entera, empieza a oler a granja campesina, porque estos raperos de mentiras se vuelven gallinas con mi rima cuando impongo disciplina.
With my rhymes, they turn to chickens. When I step into the scene, when I put my hat down, you see the Residente as I approach. Smells like a peasant farm around here. You know what I'm saying? Because all these raperos start turning into chickens. This makes me wish I had my hat on, my snapback right now. I pull that shit down low too. Discipline like in China? Geopolitical bars now, let's go.
Mi rima cuando impongo disciplina como en China, mi retina solo ve cabezas rodando por la colina. La revolución francesa con la guillotina quemando vitrinas, voy a toda.
Now we got historical French Revolution bars, the guillotine, dropping the guillotine on them.
Por la colina, la revolución francesa con la.
This man, the intellect.
Guillotina quemando vitrinas, voy a todas, voy pa' encima con una botella, una toalla y gasolina. Como en Palestina lo hago fácil, como pelar cáscaras de mandarina, cómodo, como un asiento.
Like it's easy for me, like I'm peeling a
mandarin. En Palestina lo hago fácil, como pelar cáscaras de mandarina, cómodo, como un asiento cuando se reclina, soy Correa.
Comfortable like a chair when you recline.
Como pelar cáscaras de mandarina, cómodo, como un asiento cuando se reclina, soy Correa, Bae, Gil, indoor, doble play de rutina, esto no es por Insta.
Double play, routine double play. He shouts out Carlos Correa. Come on, boy, the mad hitter Correa. Shouts out one of the greatest shortstops in the game right now, Francisco Lindor. Hey, man, is dropping the bars.
Cuando se reclina.
Are they Boricua as well? Because that's got even more connections, because we know our boy our boy from Trujillo.
Correa, Baez, Lindor, doble play de rutina. Esto no es por Instagram. Esto
Oh my God, you get it? Double play. It's a routine because like the doubles that he drops on these verses and with these lyrics, he's constantly dropping doubles. It's routine to have these bars. That's very clever.
Soy Correa, Baez, Lindor, doble play de rutina. Esto no es por Instagram. Esto se resuelve en la cabina. Lo mato amarrándome la derecha y la izquierda, cantando canciones infantiles, saltando la cuerda. No hay break de que pierda. Si lo meto.
Oh, while he's singing these nursery rhymes, just skipping rope, man, he's breaking you. But I also take it as like the way that he punches, like a boxer training, like doing jumping rope, but he's making it look easy, like he's doing child's games. And then the left and the right, I also take that as a double because left and right, like in baseball, left field, right field, he's staying on that double play scheme, but could also be like the different factions, like left leaning, right leaning in terms of political parties. And we know he likes to get political with his music as well and speak out against politicians. He went after the governor of Puerto Rico at one point in time. This man does not care.
Cantando canciones infantiles, saltando la cuerda, no hay break de que pierda. Si los meto a todos en una licuadora, sale una batida de mierda.
A milkshake of shit.
Si los meto a todos en una licuadora, sale una batida de mierda. Pa' 2 minutos de canción tienen 20 escritores, hasta los manejadores son compositores. 500 minutos de canción tienen 20 escritores, hasta
2 minutes of a song. You got so many writers that sit here and do all this. Oh, again, he's going on the ghostwriter scheme. You got a whole team that tells you every single bar and what to say and what to do. You were nice, neatly wrapped and product packaged by the industry.
Son compositores, $500 por un boleto, señores, por brincar como un pendejo vestido de colores. El autotune y el playback.
$50, sir. You want to see a fucking pendejo jump around on the stage, a clown jump around. In multicolors. Yeah, he's definitely, we're starting to go after Jay. We're starting to kind of hone in now with the scope on Jay. You know, the man is very colorful with what he wears, with what he represents.
Señores, por brincar como un pendejo vestido de colores, el autotune y el playback activado. Estos bobos cantan hasta con el micrófono apagado. No se puede ser el líder campeón de campeones si te escribieron todas tus fucking canciones. Un hot dog bien hecho.
You can't be the champion of champions. You can't be a leader. They're writing all your songs, man. How can you be our champion? How can you stand up for the genre of reggaeton? And how all this started was because Jay wanted to boycott the Latin American Grammys, didn't he? Right? He wanted to boycott them. And Calle 13, Residente in particular, he's never been a fan of Jay, right? He never has. He thinks that he's entitled, that he's really just sold out, done whatever to get the bag, right? So when that happened, he critiqued him because he's like, oh, that's a great idea. Call for everyone to boycott when you've already won your awards. And the people who rely on this, because this is their one chance at exposure, right? You're going to tell them to boycott as if you're our champion, as if you're standing up for urban music, as if you are the voice of reggaeton. What the fuck have you done for reggaeton, really, besides sold out and just gone the total pop route? What have you really done for urban music? And see, that's where it all started to spin out of control.
Delicioso, el problema es que no lo...
Hang on.
A tus fucking canciones. Un hot dog bien hecho es delicioso. El problema es que no lo cocinaron. Estos mentirosos, estos vagos son...
A hot dog that's well done is delicious. The only problem is that it wasn't made by those liars. There it is. Now we're, again, like I said, we're kind of really closing that circle. And the whole hot dog thing, because Residente went on this analogy, right, about the type of music that Jay makes. And is like, you know, you're basically making like hot dogs, right, with your pop music that doesn't really have any substance. It doesn't have any content underneath of it. It's fun to move to, gets people grooving, it gets the job done, like a hot dog. But when you want something nice, something delicious, you go to a Michelin star restaurant, right, when you want to eat proper, just like music. You know, you're not providing that detail, that depth of music, that richness of the soul and the spirit and the flavors. You're just giving something that everyone can grab on, eat quickly, but they don't really think about it afterwards. That's it. They're in and they're done. And he used the hot dog analogy. And then Jay went, and that's where he started trolling. And then it all just spiraled from there. Jay even like trolled and started selling hot dog t-shirts after this. And you don't want to piss off at Residente, though. This is This has been coming, hasn't it? This has been cooking up in the kitchen.
El problema es que no lo cocinaron. Estos mentirosos, estos vagos son golosos. No te llevan ni el plato a la mesa y se llevan la propina del mozo. Y no les da vergüenza, eso es lo vergonzoso. Las abejas
Hey, if they aren't embarrassed by it, it's still embarrassing,
la propina del mozo. Y no les da vergüenza, eso es lo
Hang on.
que no lo cocinaron. Estos mentirosos, estos vagos son golosos.
Like, again, I gotta reattune myself with his way of speaking, because the Puerto Rican accent a lot of times, like, there's no, the S's just always get skipped over, like E-S-T, esto. There's no, like, esto. There's no S in between it, esto. You know what I'm saying? Like, he does that so much, and then he'll abbreviate a lot of words as well, like para, pa que te lo rocen. Shout out to Geopolitical.
El problema es que no lo cocinaron. Estos mentirosos, estos vagos son golosos. No te llevan ni el plato a la mesa y se llevan la propina del mozo. Y no le...
Wow, okay. They bring nothing to the table, right? They're not even cooking it. They don't bring the plates to the table. They don't bring anything. And then they'll steal the tip from the waiter. He's talking about the industry bullshit and how they lie, cheat, and steal and take advantage of their artists. They don't actually give you anything of value, much like these artists that leech off of you and leech off of consumer dollars.
Vergüenza, eso es lo vergonzoso. Las abejas hacen miel, pero se las come el oso. No se compra el respeto por ser talentoso. Una cosa es ser artista, otra cosa es ser famoso. Hay que hacer
It's one thing to be an artist. It's another thing to be famous. Facts,
una
man.
limpieza, mucho delirio de grandeza, poca destreza. Esto solo empieza. Yo todavía voy por mi primera cerveza. Esto lo hago para divertirme.
I love how our boy BZRP just hands him the beer and he's like, hey, I've said all this shit, man. I haven't even gotten through mi primera cerveza, my first beer. Pass me that shit. Let me chug that.
Para divertirme.
Yes.
Lo
hago
para divertirme. Para divertirme.
I like this.
Como ya mismo me voy a llevar un par antes de irme. Gabriel, ¿está bien así?
Ooh, it is heating up, man. I mean, we still got more to go, don't we? We still got more to go.
En verdad está bien mierda, cabrón. Pero si le tiras a Balvin, puede ser que me guste.
No, a Balvin no, cabrón. Es un bolón ese cabrón. Bueno, dale. Voy a rebajarme con un bobolón que le canta a SpongeBob y a Pokémon. La copia de un...
I was wondering what that conversation was. It was like, basically, yo, should we finish here? Or should we just keep going? Should we go in? And Residente is like, fuck it, I'm going in. You know, I don't want to lower myself to this bobolón. This cabrón, this motherfucker. I want to lower myself to his level. This guy who sings about SpongeBob and Pokemon. And he sang a cover for the SpongeBob movie. We're going in on Jay now. We are so going in on Jay. I mean, there's no holes now. There's no question about who this is about, who he's been building this up towards. You hear it right here. The man is coming with the bars, and we got to catch them all around here.
Con un bobolón que le canta a SpongeBob y a Pokémon. La copia de un clon, el Logan Paul del reggaetón. Esto es más bajo que eyacular sin erección.
I mean, I was going crazy when he just called him a clone. But then, did he just call him the Logan Paul of reggaeton? I mean, that is soul crushing. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, to call them the Logan Paul of their music genre.
De un clon, el Logan Paul.
Hang on a second, my camera's gonna die. This is too good today. Sorry guys, camera died, but we're back. Vamos.
El reggaetón, esto es más bajo que eyacular sin erección. Como le dicen por ahí, Josecito. Esto es más bajo que eyacular sin erección. Como le dicen.
Lower than ejaculating when you don't have an erection. You can't even get it up. He's saying basically you got small dick, but also you little fish right
El Logan Paul del reggaetón, esto es más bajo que eyacular sin erección. Como le dicen por ahí,
Josecito, no tienes calle, por eso tienes los nudillos blanditos.
Con solo un video entierro.
Oh, you don't have a street, man. Because you got those soft, pasty white knuckles. You know what I'm saying? You never got your knuckles dirty. You don't understand what it means to be in the trenches. And I love how he mimics and does the voice here. Troll game is
No
strong.
tienes calle, por eso tienes los nudillos blanditos.
Con solo un video entierro a este becerro y lo pongo a subir fotos con su perro. Este cobarde corderito mancebo es como un desayuno vegano sin huevo. El pueblo luchando.
This man is like a vegan breakfast. Sin huevos. Without the eggs. Because obviously a vegan, eggs are from an animal. They're not going to take that. They're not going to take eggs. But in this case, the man has no cojones. You know what I'm saying?
Mancebo es como un desayuno vegano.
Fucking bars on bars, man. This is a funeral that we are at right now. I should have worn black today.
No, sin huevo. El pueblo luchando los están matando y el tipo sube fotos de Gandhi rezando. Pendejo mentiroso, se hace el espiritual.
Now he's referring to Jay, you know, speaking out on the violence in Colombia, right? And all that. He's like, people are fighting. People are dying in the streets. And you're out over here posting fucking Gandhi on his knees praying? Like, that's the type of energy you want to be on when people are going to war here? Come on now. Come on now. We're seeing things on two different wavelengths when it comes to this music shit. And just everything involved.
Sube fotos de Gandhi rezando. Pendejo mentiroso, se hace el espiritual usando la salud mental para vender un documental. Tú eres más falso que un...
Using mental health to help promote your documentary? Ooh, there's some serious allegations going down
Se hace
now.
el espiritual usando la salud mental para vender un documental. Tú eres más falso que un hot dog sin ketchup ni pan. Más falso que los abdominales de Luyan. Es tan inseguro.
More false than the abdomen of
Sin
Luyan.
ketchup ni pan. Más falso que los abdominales de Luyan.
You're more false than a hot dog without ketchup and bread. And get it? Get how we talked about the hot dog thing and why that's important. See how he's grabbing the hot dog again and he's flipping it and using it to diss him with? Oh, that hot dog thing.
Es
Come
tan
on.
inseguro el pana que tiene que estar anunciando por Instagram cuántas lana gana. No entiende los valores de la vida. Se tiene que tatuar la palabra lealtad porque se le olvida. Es un imbécil.
You have a tattoo of loyalty so that you don't forget it because you don't truly understand what loyalty is. You just sell out on the gram, baby.
Se tiene que tatuar la palabra lealtad porque se le olvida. Es un imbécil con tinte de cabello que puso a mujeres negras con cadena de perro en el cuello. Un blanquito que...
See, this was another controversy. I can't remember the name of the music video. Somebody's going to have to comment below what it was. But, you know, basically he was taking African-American women and he was putting them in chains and walking them around like they were animals, right? And leading them around. Not African-Americans. We're not in America. Where am I going? You know, African Latinas, right? And he had them in these dog chains and collars. And just, you know, he's walking around with this, treating them like animales.
Cabello que puso a mujeres negras con cadena de perro en el cuello. Un blanquito que perdió el camino. Todo un divino aceptando su premio de afrolatino. Un día dijo que quiso...
Oh, the Afro Latino Awards. And I know that this pissed off Residente as well. You know, a white man sat here just accepting the award that's meant for Afro Latinos. Like, how can you accept that and feel good about it and feel like you're somehow entitled to that award? That sparked a lot of controversy as well.
reggaetón siendo franco al descubrir que Daddy Yankee era blanco. Mi llave, lo peor de todo y lo más grave es que este pendejo es racista y no...
Oh man, it's the quality of that delivery and just like it's so conversational, the personality and the troll of that, man. And he's quoting him right there. Like literally the man said, I listened to reggaeton, I heard Daddy Yankee and I thought he was black, right? I thought like I can't do music like this. But then he saw like a video of Daddy Yankee and he's like, oh my God, this guy is white. I'm white. I can do it too. And he's trolling him.
Con mi llave, lo peor de todo y lo más grave es que este pendejo es racista y no lo sabe. La historia...
The gravity of all this is that this man is racist and he doesn't even realize that he's racist.
Lo peor de todo y lo más grave es que este pendejo es racista y no lo sabe. La historia te va a dar un bofetón en nombre de todos los que bajo abuso recogieron algodón y otro bofetón en nombre de todos los que han tenido que batallar doble dentro del reggaetón. Mike Tower, Sex Shop, Keep Town, Rafa Pavón, Don Omar, Ozuna, Arcángel, Tego Calderón son un montón.
Oh, he's shouting out the legends. He's like, man, history needs to slap you and just give you a bitch slap because you're too privileged and you don't appreciate and understand truly the genre that you're in. Man is saying you are a guest right now walking into this building. You're not appreciate who helped build the floors of that. Shout out to Don Omar. Shout out to some of the architects, man. Archangel. Shout out to Tego Calderon, who we talked about before. Man, Don Omar and Tego. I mean, those were the days that I got into reggaeton and I started listening to it and appreciating it.
Keeps down, Rafa Pavón, Don Omar, Ozuna, Arcángel, Tego Calderón, son un montón que sin pensar metes debajo del cajón. En tu arcoíris de colores no existe el color marrón. Un sacrilegio este blanco.
Right. Wow. I love that flip because now he's taking his discography. He dropped an album, Colores, right? So he's playing on colors. And then he had a song on there, Rainbow, right? So in your rainbow, and it missed all of your colors, I guarantee you there's one color you don't include, right? You don't. This whole time, the way that he's setting it up is, you don't even appreciate your white privilege in a sense. You don't appreciate those who have given their all. You're in a way, you're worse than someone who is racist because you don't even realize the things that you're doing. And I bet you in your rainbow, in your array of colors, you don't even have brown on that rainbow, do you? And it's very clever because technically, on a rainbow that you see in the sky, you don't see brown, do you? See what he's doing there? It's a very, very clever double.
De colores no existe el color marrón. Un sacrilegio, este blanquito de colegio todavía no entiende el fucking privilegio, pero ¿qué esperan de este fracasado?
You still don't understand the privilege you're running around
Todavía no entiende el fucking privilegio, pero ¿qué esperan de este fracasado? Criado por su papá, un influencer frustrado. En Puerto Rico pa' que se la dieran en el reggaetón. Tragó más leche que un condón por cada
Trago más leche que un condón. You're drinking more milk, more semen than a condom. And the only reason you got here is because of daddy influencer and daddy set you up to be successful in reggaeton. And he's taking shots at his dad there because his dad even came out on Incident and he was trying to, kind of justify the situation, the whole hot dog thing, the whole why Jay wanted to stand up and speak out against the Latin Grammys.
El reggaetón tragó más leche que un condón. Por cada mamada subió un escalón. Cada día disfrazado de un color distinto como un camaleón. Lo que dijo Rubén, el residente.
Bro, you change as many colors as a
Cada
chameleon.
día disfrazado de un color distinto como un camaleón. Lo que dijo Rubén, el residente lo sostiene. Aunque cambie de color, yo siempre sé por dónde viene. Los camaleones.
No matter how much you change colors, man, we know where you stand. But I've always stayed the same. I've never changed, no matter what the situation is.
Te lo sostiene, aunque
I mean, this is like a total destruction of someone's character, and he's just going puto a puto. And just lining it all out and listing it out for us, man. And it is just ruthless. And this is what you do in a battle. I mean, you just tear apart your enemy. You question their character and you belittle them as much as you can.
cambie de color, yo siempre sé por dónde viene. Los camaleones velan por su propio ombligo. Se hacen pan hasta de sus enemigos, nada más con el testigo. Los negocios son negocios socios. En los negocios no hay amigos. Lo mío.
Oh, business is business, social. Los negocios son negocios, social. And that's a famous line that he had. They even made like a commercial out of it, didn't they? Right? And he's saying, that's not the same as me. See, again, we operate under different principles. You'll do whatever it takes. You'll line up with your enemigos, with your enemies, as long as it's good business. Me? No, there's more reasons than just business and getting paid for why I do it.
Digo, los negocios son negocios socios. En los negocios no hay amigos. Lo mío no es negocio. Somos diferentes por la música. Yo pongo el corazón al frente. Mi billboard lo sostiene.
I put my heart out in front, man. We are not the same on this level. No somos iguales. Remember that?
Diferente por la música. Yo pongo el corazón al frente. Mi billboard lo sostiene la gente junto a mis letras en cada pancarta para bajar un presidente. No so
I mean, let's not forget, man, this man has won plenty of awards. He's won billboards as well, but he's done it for the people, and he speaks for the voice of the people, and he has the support of the Calle 13, man, where he's from.
El más famoso de todo el circuito, pero parto en 20 a tu rapero favorito. Lo que dije en Calma Pueblo lo repito. Conmigo comen, aunque no tengan apetito. Esto no.
Oh, shouting out past songs, aunque no tengan apetito, although they don't have appetite. My people always eat around here, man. Classic song that he's shouting out right there, and he's like, look, man, I may not be the most famous of them all, all. But I tell you, when it comes to swinging hands and delivering these blows and punchlines, I'm in it.
Pero parto en 20 a tu rapero favorito. Lo que dije en Calma Pueblo lo repito. Conmigo comen aunque no tengan apetito. Esto no lo hago para darte consejo ni para abusar de ti aunque sea disparejo. Hoy te despellejo para que los que se compren la camisa del hot dog se sientan bien pendejos. Esto es por...
I'm making all y'all look foolish now. Those of you who went and bought the hot dog shirts that he was hot dogging with, yeah, how you feel about your boy now after this destruction?
Se compren la camisa del hot dog, se sientan bien pendejos. Esto es por los pibes, por el respeto que merece todo aquel que escribe. Los Fórmula 1 están de turista, ya no corren, porque acabo de romper la pista. ¡Ah! Esto lo hago para divertirme.
Look, Formula 1, they're on holiday right now, bro. They don't even need to be on this because I just broke apart and destroyed the shit rompiendo this track right here, right? Get it, the Formula 1, the racetrack, but also this literal music track. Of course, he's got to end it with yet another bar and punchline, and man.
Acabo de romper la pista. ¡Ah! Esto lo hago para divertirme, para divertirme, para divertirme. Esto lo hago para divertirme. Para divertirme, para divertirme, esto lo hago, para divertirme, para divertirme, para divertirme.
Wow.
Como ya mismo me voy a llevar un par antes de irme. Bueno, ya me lo llevé.
Wow, I love that final just piano note hold to kick it out. And let me tell you, that was 8 minutes of just demolition. And honestly, the entire song revolved around going after Jay. It really did. And we talked about it. That first verse, he kind of architected that, didn't he? I can't even speak anymore, man. My mind is so blown from trying to jump between Spanish and English. I haven't done this in ages, but Dios mío. This man is not just a rapero. This man is an MC to the core. And how he set that up. Right, he gave us the background, right? Even though he's been successful in the industry, that's not what he stands for. It's not the type of music that he makes. There's so much more to what he does and what he represents, right? And he just lays it out and he goes after the industry, but then he goes after these fake artists who don't have substance, who don't have much more underneath. And he raps with corazon, and he just keeps painting this picture with these just bars and references and poetry, man. And then he starts to jab, and he starts to jab. And then by that third verse, he just goes all in and just pushes all the chips across the table and is like, I'm just going to destroy you and your character. That was fucking dope. Residente, you are Knox Hill certified. BZRP, you are Knox Hill certified. So if you guys like today's video, as always, stay safe, stay positive. I love you. If somehow you're here at the end, do me a favor, support the channel directly, subscribe, notifications on. As always, just a reminder, stay safe, stay positive. It's Knox Hill. Catch you again. I'm out.